I want to make a point today that should be fairly obvious, but some people just don't seem to get it. If you want to start a business, you're going to have to put some money into it. But maybe not as much as you think. I'll get to that in a minute. I saw someone on Facebook saying he's looking for a business opportunity that doesn't cost any money. He says, if I'm gonna do the work, I shouldn't have to pay for it. This guy has a totally wrong mindset for a business person. He has the employee mindset, which is, I'm doing work and I'm gonna get paid for it. Nothing wrong with that if you want to work for another company, but that's not what this video is about. A true entrepreneurial or business person's mindset is, I'm going to invest some money, or capital, that's why it's called capitalism. And I'll take some risk and try to make a profit with it. For any company that guy might want to join, there's going to be some kind of expense or investment. If he doesn't have to pay to sign up, he will have other expenses, like marketing. He needs to change his mindset if he has any hope at all of succeeding. Think about it this way. If you ever owned a lemonade stand when you were a kid, you had to get lemons, you had to get sugar, you had to get a pitcher to put them in. You had to get cups to pour the lemonade in to sell it. You had to get a table or something to set it all up on. All that costs money. And you need to have it all set up before the customers come by. Maybe your parents paid for everything, but the point is it cost money up front to start your business, even something as simple as a lemonade stand. You can't wait until someone's walking down the sidewalk in front of your house and tell them to just wait there for an hour, while you run down to the store and get the ingredients to make the lemonade. You have to take the risk of investing that capital, get the lemons and the sugar, then get the lemonade made before the customers get there. Or you're not gonna have a very successful lemonade stand. And that's really how any other kind of legitimate business that I can think of works. I know you're an adult, and you don't want a lemonade stand. So let's talk about the type of business I run, which is online. I sell information products like courses, and I provide services to clients, such as copywriting. This type of business costs way less than a traditional brick and mortar business like a physical store or restaurant. You can work from home, so you don't have to rent office or retail space. If you have employees, they can work at home, too. You don't need to get office space for them. You probably don't need employees, but that's an option once your business gets to a certain size. You don't need any expensive equipment. The computer you probably already have is fine. If you don't have one, you can get a starter laptop for $1,000 or less. To do business online, you'll usually have expenses like hosting, a domain name, and some software. For example, if you want an email list, which you should have, you'll need software called an email service provider or autoresponder. You can get that from companies like ActiveCampaign or ConvertKit. You can get a starter account for $30 a month or less. Then when you get more people on your list, the cost goes up. You need software like that to do email marketing, so it stuns me when people complain about the cost. Do you think $30 a month is too much to be able to mail your list? I hope not. For that price you can get an account that holds up to 1,000 contacts. If you have that many people on your list, you should be making way more than $30 a month from it. You may not make anything the first month or two, while you're getting started, you're learning, and your list is small. Don't expect all these business expenses to pay for themselves immediately. Look at them as investments, like the lemons and sugar. Just like the kid had to get the lemons and sugar before opening the lemonade stand, you need to pay for some of these business expenses to get started. We're often talking about a few $100s, not thousands, to get started. Yet I still hear people complain about it. I'm grateful we live in a time when online businesses like this are an option. When I think about the cost of starting an offline business, the time it takes to break even, the risk involved, I'm amazed so many people are willing to start businesses like that. Imagine how much it costs to start a fast food restaurant and how many cheap burgers you'd have to sell to recover that money. Not to mention payroll, utilities, and all the other costs. So if you're ever frustrated about the costs of running an online business, just think about that and be grateful. Hope this gives you a new perspective.